Whispers of Solitude. Chapter 1. The Lonely Brushstrokes. Olivia's fingers danced across the canvas, the strokes of her brush a dance with color and light as she sought to capture the essence of Sea Haven's enchanting beauty. The small coastal town had been a long-time haven for artists, drawing them in with its unique blend of tranquility and inspiration. For Olivia, it was a chance at rebirth. A respite from the suffocating city life that had drained her creative spirit. With every stroke of paint, she yearned to hear the whispers of solitude, those quiet moments that only seemed audible when immersed in art. It was here she hoped to find solace and rediscover the artist she once was. The old wooden door creaked as it swung open, releasing a salty breeze that carried with it the promise of new beginnings. Stepping into Marcus' studio, Olivia's eyes adjusted to the dim light. Shelves lined the walls, each one stacked haphazardly with canvases in various stages of completion. A testament to his dedication and frustration. In the corner, he stood before an easel, lost in thought, brush poised over canvas as if suspended between reality and imagination. "May I?" she asked softly, approaching him. He turned, piercing blue eyes meeting hers, their intensity startling her. "Please," he replied with a nod, his voice low and laced with weariness. The air was heavy with unspoken emotions, each stroke of his brush echoing the silence between them. They worked together in silence, their paintings mirroring the quiet morning sun. Olivia felt an inexplicable connection. Not just to Marcus' art but the man behind it. The way he painted wasn't merely a reflection of light and color, it was as if life itself poured through him onto canvas. Their eyes met again, this time with curiosity rather than wariness. "Your work is breathtaking," she admitted. He smiled, ever so slightly, his gaze drifting back to the canvas before returning her regard. "I'm struggling." The admission hung in the air between them like a challenge. Olivia understood, it wasn't just paint that brought him here but escape from the shadows of his soul. "I am too," she confessed, gesturing toward the piece on her easel. An abstract tapestry woven from memories and dreams. His eyes roamed over it, a flicker of curiosity playing in their depths before he moved closer, studying each brushstroke with reverence. "Your strokes are bold yet gentle." She smiled wistfully, recalling the countless times she had to rebuild passion after it was extinguished by life's unpredictability. Their conversation flowed like an ocean breeze. Effortless and profound. They spoke of dreams, fears, and the quiet struggles behind every masterpiece. His studio became their sanctuary where art and hearts intertwined. The sun dipped, casting a golden glow across the room as they parted ways with promises of continued exploration. It was on that second day when Marcus requested her number, inviting her to paint at dawn amidst the first light of sunrise. Olivia's fingers trembled as she jotted it down. This chance encounter had awakened something within both their souls. The night before the sunrise meeting, a text from an unfamiliar number stole her sleep. "Meet me in front of the lighthouse." The sky was a symphony of pinks and oranges when they stood together at the edge of town. Marcus spoke little as they worked, his strokes stark yet elegant. Echoes of turmoil etched in the canvas. Olivia sensed a deep longing behind each brushstroke, an unspoken plea for connection amidst chaos. As they finished, he turned to her, eyes brimming with an unseen storm. "I've seen your work at the local cafe." He spoke through gritted teeth. "I know what you're going through." In that moment, Olivia realized a shared battle. Not just for artistic passion but survival against life's tempests. Their connection transcended paint, it was about understanding each other. They exchanged no words as they packed their supplies, each respecting the depth of this budding friendship. It wasn't until Marcus' car disappeared into the morning fog that she wondered if this enigmatic figure would ever allow himself to be seen fully. Days blended together in a tapestry of art and chance encounters. A dance between strangers turned acquaintances. Olivia knew little about his past but felt compelled by an unspoken bond that transcended their shared passion for painting. As she prepared to leave Sea Haven, her heart whispered the question: would Marcus unveil himself entirely or remain forever shrouded? Chapter 2. Moonlight Colors. Dusk fell over Sea Haven as Olivia sat in the comfort of her small cottage, fingers trailing along the sketchbook she had yet to open. His texts, though infrequent, were a lifeline between reality and dreams. Critiques, stories of their shared aspirations, and the pain of past relationships. Their bond deepened through these unseen brushstrokes that painted a vivid picture in her mind's eye. The invitation for a midnight painting session at his secluded beach shack had set her heart ablaze with anticipation. Marcus' words echoed through her thoughts. "Come alone." The rain drummed against the roof, and Olivia hesitated, raincoat clutched tightly in hand. But something drew her to the shack in the downpour. Huddled beneath the porch's wooden frame, they found solace in shared fears and dreams. The torrential sky was a perfect accompaniment to their confessions. An unexpected intimacy born from vulnerability. In the darkness, Marcus' hand brushed against hers, sending sparks through her veins. As raindrops merged with tears on his cheeks, he kissed her. A tender yet powerful first kiss that spoke volumes of their unrequited love. Rain pounded the roof as Olivia returned the kiss with equal fervor, emotions bubbling to the surface like the sea outside. In those moments of raw passion, she realized Marcus' fear. His past could interfere with any future he might have with her. This enigmatic man had found solace in their shared solitude. Would that be enough? Rain subsided as the storm lost its will against the night. "Let's not let it end here," he said, hands still entwined with hers. In his embrace, they weathered both storms and found calm within each other. The shack creaked under an errant gust, threatening to spill their sanctuary. Hand in hand, they stepped inside, wet clothes forgotten. On that drenched porch, she dared to voice the question that had haunted her: "Will you show me your true self?" Marcus' eyes sought hers with a vulnerability he hadn't shown since their first meeting. "I am showing you," he whispered before claiming her lips in an embrace that promised both promise and fear. Their kiss was rain-soaked yet unshaken, the shack now a sanctuary for two souls. Yet, as they parted ways beneath the lighthouse's light, doubt crept back into his eyes. The truth she craved hung delicately between them, a canvas waiting to be filled with color and courage. A text from an unfamiliar number echoed through the night. "Your art speaks of love yet hides your own." His gaze met hers, understanding dawning in those piercing blue orbs. The next morning brought another message: "Meet me at sunrise." Chapter 3. Shades of Solace. A gentle tap on her door pulled her into a new dawn. He offered his hand. Together they stood where dreams and realities blended with the sky's promise. Their hands entwined, he led her to a cypress tree adorned with canvases. A lifetime of stories painted across wooden slats. Each piece detailed their journey from darkness into light, from fear to hope. Marcus' story had been etched in every color they shared. "I thought I could never reveal myself," he admitted softly. Tears mingled in the downpour as they read through each canvas together. His journey from a past marred by a woman who saw art but not the soul. His lips met hers with desperation, and she knew this was more than chance. Fate had led them here to heal the scars of love and passion. Hands intertwined, he pulled her close. "We don't know what we're capable of when given courage," he whispered as raindrops fell like blessings upon their clasped hands. "I want you to see me." Marcus took her hand, leading her toward a small shack hidden behind dunes. An artist's sanctuary. A room filled with canvases, each revealing the depth and complexity of his soul. They walked through time together amidst rain-soaked paintings. Moments both heartbreaking and euphoric. He faced her, canvas in hand, revealing himself completely for the first time, not just as a painter but as Marcus, broken yet strong. The final painting depicted two souls embracing, a sun behind them. An unseen brushstroke of love. "Will you give me another chance?" They stood there, rainwater mixing with their tears. His question wasn't for his art but the heart hidden beneath it. "I am already yours," she replied, breathless in both meaning and promise. Their lips met again as if to confirm the decision. The sun broke over the horizon, casting golden light upon this new beginning. A kiss that promised a second chance at love. Not just art. The storm had passed, leaving behind warmth. They spent their last dawn in Sea Haven painting together under an open sky. As he drove her away from the shack, Marcus' hand found hers on his thigh. "I want to learn your story." For the first time in years, she shared fragments of a life lived, not just painted. Art and love entwined as they traversed rain-soaked roads back to town. Embracing their hearts at dawn had prepared them for a lifetime together. Days blurred into a kaleidoscope of laughter, painting, and promises yet unspoken. The last canvas was theirs. Two souls embracing, the sun behind. He glanced over at her from his car window. They were ready for a second chance at love. In that single glance, they had decided on more than another affair with art. Marcus knew her story, yet he still didn't know she wore his first name tattooed across her back. A gentle smile graced her lips. Their future in the making. "I've been waiting for you." He pulled over, and she turned to face him. Raindrops merged on their skin as their hearts spoke volumes without words. His fingers sought the inked canvas of his name. "Sarah," he whispered with reverence before meeting her lips once more under the watchful gaze of the lighthouse they'd first met beneath. As the car disappeared into the morning fog, Sarah knew their story wasn't just about art. It was a tale of rediscovery and love reborn from unseen brushstrokes. Together, they would paint life anew. An unpredictable yet beautiful canvas waiting to unfold. His final text spoke of tomorrow. Their second sunrise meeting in front of his shack. Little did he know she'd already painted a world where they shared laughter and tears under the open sky. "I'll be there," Sarah replied with a smile that held promise. For in love, sometimes you have to take the first brushstroke.